The struggle. What's up guys, it's FunForChu here and welcome to episode 3 of my Life is Anime vlog, where it is a weekly vlog, hopefully, where I talk about the anime I'm watching and anything anime related that's happening in my life. So over the weekend, I went to my local FYE store and found this amazing sweatshirt for $8.75, and let me show it to you guys right now. You probably can't see the awesomeness of this sweatshirt right now, but as you can see, there's Pikachu and Pokeballs and lightning bulbs, and it says electric type. I was shocked to find that it was only $8.75, and I had to buy it right away. So let's get on to what anime I've been watching this season. And there's some pretty good anime that's coming out for winter 2016. And I'm not going to talk about all of them because it's going to be a really long video if I do. But there's some anime that's worth keeping up with, and then there's some anime that's just I'll wait to binge on a later date. And like always, these episodes will be spoiler free, and it's mostly my reaction and my opinion about the anime. So the first anime I've been watching is called Erased, where it's about this young manga who has this power, or it's not really a power but a phenomenon, where he experienced deja vu and he can travel a little bit back in time, where he will notice something's different and try to fix it right away. And at first I thought it's just gonna be like a supernatural darker version of Bakuman, but it's actually a mystery anime, and it actually reminds me of a Christopher Nolan movie where the story is told in kind of like flashbacks, and I only say kinda because it's not really. But he travels back and tries to solve a mystery and that's happening, and I don't want to say the word exactly because I think it will ruin the first episode, but it's a mystery anime, but it's a dark mystery, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, it's definitely worth watching because the first episode really catches your attention. So the next anime I've been watching is called Dimension W, and it's actually a pretty good anime where it reminds me a lot about Cowboy Bebop, and it has the same look and vibe to it actually. And the story is pretty interesting. It's about a world where a scientist discovered a way to have infinite energy, and the main character reminds me of the main character from Cowboy Bebop, and the action sequence also has a similar vibe to it too. And so for the first episode is I wouldn't say generic, but it's definitely interesting to watch later on, so I'm going to keep up with that. So for those out there who are into anime like free and the yaoi type genre, you might be interested in Prince of Stride. And usually I don't watch yaoi stuff because I find that kind of awkward, but Prince of Stride, what caught my attention was the title, where in my last episode, where you can watch somewhere here, I talked about how I liked Prince of Tennis, and it's like, okay, this is another sports anime, and generally sports anime are good. And yeah, Prince of Stride actually caught my attention because of the art style. The art style actually reminds me of kind of Persona 4 animation, and the color is actually overexposed and saturated in that sense, but not in a bad way. It's actually really well drawn. But anyway, as the title implies, it's about running and parkour, hence stride. And yeah, it's pretty interesting, where it's about this club that's close to being disbanded because they don't have enough members, but the school is actually well known for this club actually, and then yeah, they get new recruits or new first years who are pretty good at running. It's definitely gonna be pretty interesting how you're gonna make an anime about running. So the next anime that I watched was Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash, and it's about, well, it's kind of like another sort of online anime where it's about a group of kids who are stuck in this video game or MMO universe, and it's a fantasy RPG, and the kids kind of have amnesia where they don't recognize or realize that they're in a video game and they think it's a real world. They don't know where they come from, and they kind of use language where they notice that they say the word but don't know what it actually means, like cell phone and home, or where they actually come home from. It's pretty interesting where how this fantasy RPG genre kind of like came out of the blue once Sword Art Online came out. The art style is actually beautifully done, where it has this watercolor hand-drawn look and feel to it, and it kind of reminds me of the covers of Final Fantasy games. And yeah, it's another fantasy RPG anime. So I'll probably continue watching all those anime that I talked about on a weekly basis, and these next few I'm just gonna run through them because I'm not sure if I like them or not. I'm giving it the 3 to 5 episode test right now. And those are Divine Gate, BBK/BRNK, Okana for Rhythm Across the Blue, My Raid Colors, and Active Raid. And most of those anime are actually future Japan and sci-fi with some CG or a lot of CGs and animation to it. And it's okay. I'm not a huge fan of CG because occasionally those don't really look that good compared if it was hand-drawn, but these are okay. It's subtle enough that I don't mind to watch it, and they're pretty action-orientated. Yeah, you guys can read the summary whether you liked it or not, but yeah, I'm just gonna say 3 to 5 episodes. I'll give it my final judgment whether I continue to watch it or not. So that about does it. I'll be sure to leave a link down below in the description if you guys want to check out the anime that I talked about. But thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to hit that like button if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, and leave a comment down below in the description telling me what anime I should check out. And for more fun videos, be sure to subscribe and follow me at FunForChu on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And for more fun videos to watch right now, you guys can click here.